Yeah, Ji, we can kickstart.
Yeah, okay. Hello, students. First, I will give a quick overview of last 3 days, what we have studied, and after that, I'll start from today onwards. So, in the first 2 days, we have studied what is the AI agent, their types, then what is the LLM, their types, brief concept of RAG model, and also we have seen the architecture of that RAG model. We have seen one chatbot, RAG chatbot, which is giving a PDF as an input and providing a question answer type of answering. Then we have studied image generation application using a DALI. That is, we have studied in the first 2 days. Yesterday, we have created one investment advisor to one stock. Which one stock will choose? That is the investment advisor for a specific company. We just have studied for a specific company. In that, we have created an AI agent, which is we will use a Crew AI that will help us to uh, gather all AI agents together, and it will provide information regarding a company. That company is best to choose regarding to buy the stocks regarding that company. We should buy it, sell it, or hold it. In that, we have created a 4 AI agent. It is running one by one. It's not running parallelly. It will run one after one. For that, we have created a first AI agent regarding News Info Explorer. That is, we have created to explore the news and information by using a Yahoo Finance API. Then we have created a second AI agent, which is the Data Explorer. It will explore all data up to today, and it will provide us information regarding all recent news articles and all crises happening in the world. Third AI agent we were created, which is the data analyst. Data analyst will do the data analysis based on the news and the articles and whichever data is explored by a previous agent. Then our fourth and final AI agent will be a financial expert. According to all AI agent, it will provide a final decision about that company by using that Crew AI. I have earlier explained what is the Crew AI. Crew AI is working as a team leader. It will gather all members as a team leader and it will provide a very specific answer. So for that creating a AI agent, we have followed some steps. I'll show you the steps. First, we have installed whatever the required libraries for that AI agent. In that, we have installed a Crew AI, which is a special framework for a model to create an AI agent for gathering all agents together. Then we have installed a DuckDuckGo search library, which is help to search a recent news information, related articles, crises, and all those information will be searched by using that DuckDuckGo search library. And the last one we were used a Y Finance library, which is the Yahoo Finance API library that will help us to know the financial information, the stock information regarding all over the data. Then our second step is to importing the required library which is we installed, and then after installing and importing all required necessary libraries and modules, our third step is to create or import our tools for an AI agent. We know when we start to creating an AI agent, first step is to import the tools. After importing the tools, we will go into the step 4, and our step 4 is to create a AI agent. Whatever regarding this task, we'll create a AI agent for that. In last example, we have created a 4 AI agent. In this task, we'll create a 3 or 4. Whatever necessary, we'll create a that type of agent. After creating a agent, our main task is to giving a task to that a particular agent. One more thing is, whatever the AI agent values or numbers, we have to create a task accordingly. Suppose we have 4 AI agents are there we have created, then accordingly we have to create a 4 tasks given to that agent. Then our next step is to create the crew. What the crew does, crew is actually gathering all tasks and all agents together and providing a very specific answer to us. And the final step is to run the crew. After running the crew, it will provide the output in the form of Whatever we ask a question, whatever we define agent and giving a task to that AI agent, then accordingly it will give a answer to us. Now, it is all about yesterday what we have studied and all. Now our today's task is to create a AI agent regarding a daily stock advisor AI agent. Previously, we have created a AI agent which is only advice for a particular company. Suppose their input is to given regarding that company stock symbol, and regarding to that symbol of stock symbol, that AI agent will provide us a information regarding a company. That means what is the market cap of that company, what is EBITDA of that company, and all those information regarding company our previous AI agent did given to us. And according to this, it will provide a output as either to buy that company stock or hold that or we sell that. Now our today's AI agent will help us to choose a daily stock. For that, we are using a same Crew AI framework for that. Second one, we are choosing currently OpenAI's API, and currently we were chosen a GPT 4.1, which is the latest GPT for that. And the same tools we were using Yahoo Finance, which is the API which helps us to know the data regarding to a stocks, and the DuckDuckGo search, which will help us to know the recent news articles for that. Now, how it works. This stock advisor, how it works. So first we were creating a one agent. It will help us to search all over a data of a stocks regarding to each and every company. Then second step, it will fetch a financial data regarding income, P ratio, growth, their market cap, EBITDA, and all other required information which is helpful to us to choose a stock. That is all information will create by our second agent. Then our main work is the analysis. Analysis comes when the data, all data is gathered in one place. Then a data analyst work will start. It will analysis on the basis of data and will provide some analysis. And our last agent will do the analysis for is it will provide a stock. Our main work is to know the top 10 stocks. We can vary this stock as well. We can consider as a recommend top 5 stocks, 3 stocks with reasoning. It will give a answer why this stocks is good, what is the positive of that stock, and what is the negative of the stock, and all those information will provide this AI agent. So now we'll go towards a code. We'll start the code and we'll write a code one by one, so it is helpful to us to know how it is written and how it is work. So our main task is to install libraries. Okay, so we first install all required libraries. First one we will talk about view AI. We install those. Then the next one, we are requiring the crew AI tools for searching and gathering all agents together. Then third one is the DuckDuckGo search, which will help us to search all the recent news articles and all the information up to today. This DuckDuckGo search. Then the last one is the Y Finance library, which will help us to know the information regarding stocks. Finance. will take a minute to download all those libraries. It takes some time to download. It's a huge libraries, that's why. It is downloading. Now our second step is to import those libraries. Import libraries. So first one is we will install our OS library, which is helpful to create an environment within our notebook. For that, dot environment import. This environment is helpful to store our API key within the environment. That's why we are using this library. Then we will import our crew AI. From that crew AI, we'll import agent. Then after that agent, we need a task. And then last one, we need crew. After that, we need OpenAI to using a Open API key. Import OpenAI. Then we need a LangChain because LangChain is working in backward of the DuckDuckGo search. LangChain community. From the LangChain community, we'll use DuckDuckGo search. DuckDuckGo search run. Then time to install our Y Finance library, which is working as a API, and it is providing all the required information regarding our stocks, ETFs, and date time to up to date with today. Okay, date time. Then we'll import all the libraries. Okay, the importing part is okay. Then our third task is to define a tools. Define tool. First, we'll define a DuckDuckGo search tool. For that, we are using a decorator to defining it tool, and for that, DuckDuckGo search. Then we define a function for that. We'll create one search tool, which will helpful to well, which will helpful to Search that DuckDuckGo search. Search query, and the output will be a string. Then DuckDuckGo will search from the internet. That's why we'll write the search the internet. Search the internet for information on a given whatever the topic is given. You have to search the information regarding to that particular topic. So after defining a function, we always return that function. So duck search go run, then we'll run our search tool, whichever we define, we'll return that search tool. So our first tool is defined. Okay, we can write here first tool. Tool first. Then we'll define our tool second. So first tool will search all the recent news articles and all other information. Now we'll create one tool which will search a last 5 years stock history, because it will helpful to that AI agent to analysis and provide an output regarding that stock. So we will create one tool. We'll fetching a 5 year stock history. So it will helpful to agent to retrieve information and to give a good results. So we'll give function as a get 5 year stock data. 5 year stock data. In the again our symbol will be a string. Define a string. Now we are giving some prompting to this tool. Use this tool. Our task regarding this tool is to retrieve all those information up to a 5 year, to fetch the 5 year historical stock data. 5 year stock data for a given symbol. And then we define some arguments for our symbol. we are expecting output as a string. That's why we are giving a string stock. Here our agent will advise regarding a stock, and as we know, stock were registered in the form of symbol. For example, for Apple, stock is registered as a double APL. Then for an Google, it is stored as a GOOG. That's why we are giving some examples for that. It is one of the prompting method. When we give a one example for that, then it's a one shot prompting method. When we give a two examples, then it's a two shot, and more than two, it's a more short prompting, or we can say that few short prompting as well. It is one of the role in Gen AI, to defining the arguments, then will returns in the form of string. In the summary of the stocks, we are giving the summary of stocks, of stocks, summary of stock historical closing prices. Okay. Here we are defining the information regarding to our stock. 5 years. After that, we'll give one condition. Try if our stock is, we are searching all our stock from YF is our Y finance library. From that, we are searching a ticker. Ticker is, in our word we can say ticker as a symbol of that particular company stock. So we are looking at the symbol, that is a double APL. This is the symbol, or in a standard way we can say the ticker of a Apple company, and this is for in Google. Then we'll give a history of that stocks history. Currently we are retrieving the information for period. It will be a 5 year. 5 year. If we will give one condition, if our history is empty, then provide me an answer like no data available. Suppose there is a new company which is open over last year or last 2 years, then it will not provide information for an last 5 years. In that case, it will give one. Uh, it will give one like a notice for that. Notice for us that it will not provide information for 5 years because that company is a newer to that stock, like that. So we'll give if history dot empty. That means if history is not present there, then it will put a error like, it will return a error like no data available. No data available for symbol, because we are now talking about a symbol. That's why we are mentioning a symbol. Now we want a summary stats of that particular stock. So we write provide some summary stat. So regarding to that particular company stock, first we'll provide a information regarding a first close price, then last close price, then what is the high of that stock, then what is the low of that stock. So we'll give us some, we will give a input as a summary, and it will provide a information regarding our input. So first we retrieve a information regarding a first close. It is the first close of particular stock. It will search from a history. In our Python, we'll starting accounting from zero. That's why we are giving a information from the starting of the first 5 years. Sorry, last 5 years. Last close of that company. We'll retrieve from a history. Then closing. This iLog will help us to provide only information up to last 5 years. Then one more thing is the what is the high of that stock and what is the low of that stock. Not high, can use a max function for that. And for low, we'll use min function for that. This is the statistical function which is already inbuilt in our Python using. After that, min, max, first close and last close information of the stock. Will calculate the percentage change of that stock. It will help us to know the positiveness or negativeness of that particular stock. So, how will calculate? Will minus from last close to first close. Whatever the difference between the first close and last close will be divided by our first close. It will give an answer in a points. After multiplying it to 100, then it will provide information in a percentage. Currently, we are calculating percentage. That's why we are multiplying by 100. So this is the information we are retrieving from a agent. Then we'll return a summary as 5 year. Now this is the printing. Whatever the information I am writing under that F quotation, it will print in our output. 5 year summary for symbol. Symbol means that a company, which is we can also say that ticker for that company, which is basically a mm, that our authorization that NSE will give us some symbol for an all company. Then next one will print a start price. Start price means our first close price, which already we have defined earlier. Our first close price. First close price. I'm giving slash n to printing in a new line. Then what is the high, what is the maximum price. No. To start, we'll print a in price. In price, and it is the last price. We earlier defined that as a last close. We have defined as a last close. We have defined the last close. Again, on the new line, then highest of that price. It will give the highest price of that stock. It is, we had defined as a high. And last one is the low. I don't think low is necessary. We can skip that low. You can take overall change. That is our percentage, whichever we calculate earlier. Overall change, which is percentage change. Okay, to that we'll add one exception. There is some situation when 5 year history is not available or not fetching that Yahoo Finance API. In that case, we'll give one exception so our code doesn't disturb. We'll give one exception for that. Exception as E whenever we return as error fetching 5 year history. When there is no available history of a 5 year of that particular stock, then it will show a output as there is a no uh, history for an 5 year of that symbol. For symbol means for that company stock. Symbol and E as our exception. Okay, we'll see this code from the starting, whatever we done. First, we have created our first tool, which is that DuckDuckGo search tool. This tool will help us to search the information on the internet regarding the articles, facts, all other crisis information, all the updates regarding that stock, and all those information. And after creating this first tool, we had created our second tool. And in that second tool, it will retrieve our information for a particular stock for an last 5 year. It will gather the all information regarding a 5 year. On that information, we are printing some particular information for that. We have printing a stock regarding a first close, last close, their high value, their low value, then their percentage will we are defining. We are doing the right. Okay. Is it right? Then in that we have given one a prompt how it works, this function works. So in that function will retrieve a 5 year historical data for a given symbol. Symbol is the particular company's logo. In a standard form, our stock exchange will call as a ticker. That is the ticker. For understanding for our AI agent, we have given some few short prompting examples over here for an Apple and Google, and it will return as expected output as a summary of that particular stock's history, historical closing price over the 5 years. So after that, we have created some statistical parameters over here: first close, last close, what is the high of the stock, what is the low of that stock, and after that we have calculated a percentage change. This is all about our tools. We'll see where is the exception. Okay, except exception as E. It will give you as a okay. So, name tool is not defined. We didn't define a tool. Define tool. Tool number one. Name tool is not defined. Which one? Okay, this one. Actually, we already installed the tools and all those. So why they are showing information like not tools defined? We'll run this one again. Will this run? Okay. We will imported tools for that. Media tools. We have searched for Google Finance. Yes, we have installed the libraries for that. The go search. Okay. For that, did we install any other for that? Okay, from Crew Tools import tool. In case we didn't install the tools over here, that's why it is giving an error for us. Okay. Okay. Actually, we didn't install import a tool from the library. That's why it is throwing an error for us. Now it is running. Now, after defining our tools, our main task is to define an agent. Then we'll go towards a agents. Define agents. Or we can say create agents. Create agents. Now see, first agent will create regarding a trends. That trend detector will help us to know the all over the trending articles, all over the trending information, which will help to choose a particular stock uh, for a buy. So we'll create first agent as a trend detector, because currently trends are changing, and according to that trend the prices of stocks is also changing. That's why we are creating a trend detector as an agent. While creating a agent, first is to we have to give some role, then what is the goal of that agent, we have to give some backstory is the reference. Backstory, when we are giving a backstory to that agent, that's why, that's meaning we will giving us some back information to that agent. So currently the role of that agent is the trend detector. So we are giving the role as a trend detector. After, will give the goal of that agent. Now, our goal of agent is to identify the today's trending sectors and stocks. What is the trending sectors today to invest? So, we'll identify. Your task is to identify today's trending sectors and stocks. Then we'll use some backstory or some past information or some, we can say, some references to that agent, that you have to monitor a real time market signal. Real time market signals across the wave. Whatever the information present in the wave, your main task is to monitor all those information. And then now we are using our latest GPT model, which is the GPT 4.1, 4.1, and we'll give a release date 4.1 2025, then date 4 April. Okay. Then after giving the role, goal, backstory, and LLM, we have to give a tools. Tools will help us to search the information regarding the. So we are giving a search tool. It will help us to search the all over information regarding trends, sectors, and stocks. After that, tools will keep verbose as true for the logging purpose. It will use a particular information. That's why we are keeping verbosa as a true. It is giving a login information, basically the work of that verbose. And for that we'll keep maximum iteration. mm, we'll keep as a 5. We can keep as minimum as we can, but for the more detailed stock information we'll keep as a 5. Now our first AI agent is created. Now define AI agent. First agent first is created. Now we'll create a agent second, and the second AI agent will be a news analyst. It will it will help to summarize the current sentiment around the trending stocks, and it will give a backstory as to analyze the tone and the implications of the breaking market news, because the market news and all will helpful for choosing a stock, because depending on those information and the crises and all other information, it will impact our stocks. That's why we need those information. So we'll create one news analyst agent. The goal of that the role of that agent is to retrieve all over the information regarding to the sentiment surrounding the trending stocks, what is the breaking news of the market. That is its main task. Then we create a agent similar as we created earlier. We have to assign one role. Now role will be a new sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis. Earlier we were created in our last project. We were created a data analyst. So now we are creating a new sentiment analyst, and the goal of this agent is to summarize current sentiment around our trending stocks. So we'll define our goal as summarize current sentiment around trending stocks. So after defining a goal, same backstory. What will be the backstory of This agent is, its main work is to analyzing a tone and impaction of the breaking news. Whatever the breaking news of the market, its main task is to be a expertise in analyzing tone, analyzing and implications of breaking market news. Why is the exploration like that? Okay, game. Yeah, that's why. After the backstory is the LLM. We'll copy from our last agent. Sorry, Jatin, are you talking something? Hello?
Yes, Jay.
Yes,
Yeah,
are you talking something?
I think we are good, right? So I think we are done for today.
Okay,
So,
okay. Then I
so
quickly explain what I done for
yes,
today
yes,
and
yeah, yeah.
then
So,
we
okay,
close. Okay?
ठीक है, okay.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I will complete this agent and then we'll discontinue today's work. Okay. So similarly for this, we have created a tool and all. So today what we are done, firstly we have installed all required libraries regarding our daily stock advisor AI agent, whichever we are creating right now. After the installation of all required library, our second task is to import those libraries in our environment. So we have imported all those required libraries in it. Then our next step is to define a tool. For our advisor agent, we have defined two tools. First one is a DuckDuckGo search tool. That search tool will help us to search information on the internet on a particular information. Whatever information we want to search, it will help us to search that required information regarding to our stock, company, all other news. Then we were created our second tool, which will help us to gather the all information to information of a stock for an last 5 years. So we were created a second tool, and also we were given one exception. If there is no information present for a particular stock for an last 5 years, then it will give one error like fetching 5 year history, error for fetching a 5 year history. We were given this exception to avoid a error from our code. Then next we have defined agents. Currently we have defined two agents. First is for a trend detector, which will help us to know the today's trending sectors information related to stock, STFs, ETFs, and all other information. And we will define a second AI agent as a news analyst. It will help us to summarize all over the information regarding our trending stocks, the trending sectors, all over the breaking news regarding the market. This second agent will work like this. After today, after tomorrow onwards, we'll start by creating more AI agents because we need more agent to choose a stock. So up to this is okay for today. Then we'll discuss other agents and other part of this advisor agent tomorrow. So Jatin, you can stop recording. Hello, hello. Is my voice audible? Can please someone confirm? Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Jay, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Am I
So I
audible?
think. Yeah, you are audible. I think we are good for today. So we have enough of the content. Rest tomorrow we can just take care, na?
Yes, 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 sure.
Oh,
We'll
okay,
take care
ठीक.
from it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thanks
Okay.
everyone.
Thank
Okay,
you. Thanks, everyone.